And then his mother made him put on pants.
Exactly. God.
And that was the first line of the stream. Too many warlocks!
Too many warlocks. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Too Many Warlocks. I, as always, am your benevolent dungeon master, Puck, and I am definitely wearing pants. Now then, today we have a very special episode. We have the part 2 of our 2-part episode series, the Horde of the Deep Hare, our Easter special. And I am joined today by my players, who, in no short order, directly beneath my panel, I have one Kithri, T-Leaf, halfling extraordinaire. And then next to Kithri, I have Richard Bennett, always wooden, but always fun. And then, of course, I have the always astute Penn Wright joining us as well. And last, but definitely not least, Guy and his fabulous mustache. Now then, when last we left our heroes, they had conquered a kind of mad scientist laboratory and decked out the cart with super sweet gargoyles.
3 of whom were covered in makeup.
Yes, 3 of whom were covered in makeup. Stylish, though. It's important. It matches the aesthetic. And you've arrived back at the keep to find young William tell you a story of how Cookie has gone away to dispose of some malevolent artifact. And then upon entering the Crab Shack, you are met with Team Mom, Team Mercs of Mischief, and they are gathered around a table examining a large pastel-colored egg with various stripes and speckles on it. And it has a cracked-off portion on the bottom, and there's a white cottony tail sticking out. So you guys take a moment and situate yourselves and discuss what's going on with Team Mom, which will be available in a special exclusive audio file at some point in the future, and you should totally look out for it. But anyways, after you're done with that, the egg rattles around a bit more, and from the egg extracts a large rabbit, and he is wearing a vest and is very nicely colored, and he is all white with some spots of brown on him, and he situates himself up and kind of sets the egg down and introduces himself as Pietro of the Order Cottontail.
Of course.
And then proceeds to... You gonna be okay, Guy?
It begins.
He proceeds to tell you all a tale about how his master, the great Hare of Spring, a being that exists in the Feywild as kind of avatar of spring, is acting very strangely, and he fears that he may have been corrupted. So he has come here seeking the aid of the Avalon Knights, an order which has served his kind in the past, for your assistance in rooting out this corruption and helping him restore his master to his previous glory. Team Mom agrees to accompany Pietro Cottontail to go check on the master. And then for the Warlocks team, he knocks on the egg 3 times, and 3 unusually large chicks march out of the remains of this egg, and there is a bright yellow one, a bright blue one, and a bright pink one. This puffy plumage like you see on little birds. And they come out, and he says, Chip, Pip, and Pop, the Chicklets 3, will accompany Team Mom to go check on the Fountain of Spring to see if its waters have been corrupted. And they all go, and they whistle off, and you guys are actually able to interpret their when they whistle, you interpret it as speech in your mind. So their chirps and squeaks actually come off as in your "sir, yes, sir," in unison together.
They're kind of
Yeah, like a bunch of those. Like they don't audibly speak in words, but when you're able to interpret their whistles and chirps as speak.
Kinda
Like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, puppies. So
God, my dog can't hear that.
the Pietro of the Order Cottontail takes Team Mom. He draws a chalk door on a wall and knocks 3 times on it and opens up the door and lets them into the Feywild and closes it up behind him. And then the Chicklets 3 turn to you and they say, they whistle off again and they say, "Are you ready for the mission?"
Certainly.
What exactly is our mission? We're going to a spring?
We're going to the Fountain of Spring.
But maybe just zip in there.
It is a place of pure, ever-flowing fresh waters. And it is always there to kind of feed the energy of this section of the Feywild.
So it is in the Feywild.
Indeed it is. It's a place of, it used to be a brilliant kingdom way back in the day, but now it is a place of ruins.
Okay. I'm going to say, can I have 2 seconds to run to my room so I can just drop something off real quick?
Certainly. Make preparations.
Okay. I'm going to turn to them and I'm going to be like, I'm going to go put Handy in my room. I don't need him dragging around.
I don't want to bring him here.
So
This isn't a job for Handy.
I'm just going to go up to my room and stick him, like, maybe open some books around him. I know he
Right.
can't see, but something. Just be like, I'll be back.
It's
Fine.
like, here, entertain yourself with these.
Put him in the Braille section of your library?
Yeah,
Exactly.
like, wherever you need to put them. All right. So you return and they're ready to go whenever you are. Is there anything you guys want to ask them or anything you want to check in with them about?
I think we got quite a stack of magical item. I don't know. We want to take those to the Feywild. Maybe we leave some of them here, right?
It's true. We have 3 staffs, 2 wands, and a necklace that we can leave here.
Tuck away.
Tuck away.
We also have, and I pull out the Holy Amulet of Tamor because I forgot that I have that on me. I'm like, we also have this that I still have no use for. I'm actually going to hand that to Kithri just to put with the rest of it. But I don't know. Is there any of that anyone wants specifically, like they think would be of use? We are going to the Feywild, so like the better equipped we are, the better.
He just pulls out the wand of wonder and stares at it. This in the Feywild, this is going to be so much fun. And back in his sheath.
All right.
None of those other things.
None of those other things. All
But
right.
they also probably acquire attunement. So yeah, if you want to leave them here, I guess we don't have time anyway. We're in a hurry.
No, you'll have some time to rest after this.
Oh well.
Well, after the mission. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can kind of divide things up after.
Yeah.
We'll see who lives.
Yeah, we'll see who survives. Who survives this mission
And
we're heading
then
out on?
more stuff for those of us who do survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Better odds. Yeah.
This is truly how it works. All right.
Richard's going to lean down to the Chicklings 3 and he's going to have you news of my lady.
She did say that you were stationed here in their whistlings and everything like that. She does send her best regards. She will be keeping an eye on you on this mission. The realm of spring is of special importance to her.
Just smile warmly. Pat one of them on the head.
Oh, they beam. They beam at this. And the one that you patted kind of struts. Does a little bird strut in front of the other ones.
So you said that the area's been corrupted. What kind of corruption?
We are not sure. We have never seen anything like this before. Usually the deep hare acts as a great guardian of this place. But something is very strange has come in. Spiders have begun to take over the forest. Trees have begun to die. And he's acting most strange these days.
Okay.
The other guys, they went to deal with him direct, right? And then we maybe go to find the source of the ick.
Yes, if you can find the source of the ick, perhaps you can stop the rest from spreading.
Okay. Pretty basic. Eh? It's the
Absolutely.
exact opposite of putting foam in the fountain downtown. Same opposite of that.
Now, there is one thing we should perhaps watch out for. The great steed of spring guards the fountain. If she has become corrupted as well, we may have trouble.
You mean we have to fight the big horse?
Yes, something like that.
Real quick, is this from the last session? We left Ogbok the Manslayer and we rode here in the morning. So is this still the same day?
Well, you guys are rested up because you guys slept at Ogbok's.
The reason I ask is because Richard and I ate one of the travel burritos on the way.
I see.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to poke the other two and be like, it might be a good idea.
That burrito bonus.
Yeah, I ate my burrito as well.
All right, well, you guys can get your bonus HP from the burritos. I will allow this.
Is it HP or I thought it was just a plus to hit?
Oh, is it plus to hit?
I thought it was a plus to hit.
Okay, it's plus to hit then.
Yeah.
Take the plus to hit.
In which case I hand them over to these guys. I don't need that, eh? I don't hit nothing almost.
All right, keep the plus to hit. And I'll set you up with that. All right. So the chicklets 3 kind of hop off the table and they kind of flutter a little bit to the ground. And they step outside. And they go out to the river that flows just outside of the crab shack. And each one goes up to it and hops into the river. And they paddle around in a circle until a kind of whirlpool forms. And then they whistle out to you, hop in. This will take us where we need to go.
Richard, who is familiar with this kind of magic.
He's 100% on board.
Oh, he immediately hops in.
Yeah. Awesome.
Now go to the
Hop in second.
All right.
I guess I'll hop in third with a kind of...
And I go to the cart and get my backpack and put that on and then bravely hop in last.
All right, then. So once you hop in, it's kind of a troubling journey. There's a lot of swirling. Transporting between realms is not for the faint of stomach. And you are spit out into these... Yeah, this is exactly like that. You are spit out into these ruins. And I'm just going to be adding nameplates to you guys as we go, but as you can see loading up on the Roll20 screen.
I'm so excited.
Oops.
All right. So you're dropped into this and it's just, it's very fresh in here. It smells like just a morning after a fresh rainfall. It's just this beautiful place. And there's the ruins and remains of what you're sure used to be like a great city or temple surrounding you. And it's you're able to just kind of like take it in for a moment. Really enjoy it, and the birds kind of peep and sniff the air and move around you.
Richard's greenery grows greener.
Yeah. I imagine you're sprouting all kinds of leaves. They say, this is the place, but proceed with caution. There might be corruption here.
And what are the three of you going to do, eh?
We will assist however we can. We are brave warriors, although not terribly skilled.
Okay. What is this place? Are there ruins normally in the Feywild?
These are very old. They date back further than even we know.
Interesting.
So which way is the fountain? Eh?
It should be, and they kind of look around and they're trying to get their bearings here. They say it grows and changes all the time. Sometimes it's very different. The Feywild is like an organism. It constantly adjusts itself to what's going on and what's happening in the world around it. And so they're trying to figure out where they are and say, maybe we have to look around a little bit. We're having a hard time. Something's blocking our senses.
Can Richard use his nature skill to try and find the general direction?
Oh, you certainly could.
And these little walls around us, are those like fallen trees or?
These are like collapsing ruins that are around you, and then there's
Ah.
like one tree out in front of you guys.
I
Gotcha.
really need to make that better.
But you should be able to move your individual avatars at this point.
Nope.
I
No, I've
Can't select them.
Nope.
I can ping them.
Oh, that's why they're on the wrong layer. There we go.
There we go.
Hey, nice.
Haha.
yeah,
Alright.
no.
I put them on the map layer. There we go. Now you're all good.
Oh, this feels fancy.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, right. Look at these things we can do now. We can like move around and do stuff. All right.
Now
I
we can
guess-
wander off aimlessly and not pay attention to what anybody else is doing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that with your 12 nature check, it's difficult to say that you have experience with the Feywild, and it's constantly changing and exploring. Something about it leads you to kind of move to the east. You feel a pull in that direction. You feel it, the energy through the grass and through the trees seems to urge you on that way.
All right. Just going to slowly move that direction.
All right. And then I will reveal more space. So you can see this place is actually quite large as you kind of get past these opening ruins and move further into it. All the trees have beautiful flowers on them. But you're noticing there's some kind of goo resting on some of these ruins. And it's kind of like, it's almost rainbow colored. It's very strange.
Yeah, Richard is just going to get his sword ready for the inevitable.
Yeah, we need a snicket sound for Richard.
It's kind of like the Wolverine claw.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. That's
I-
exactly how I imagine it every time.
I don't know what a snake
You got
is.
something to say, bub?
Yeah.
So I asked one of the peeps, that's the corruption you talk about there, eh?
This is very odd. Yeah, that might be it.
Might be it. I thought you were a specialist in this.
Well, I mean, they kind of like pop up and discuss with each other, and they're like, things are very different now. There may be a number of things that we have never seen.
You have very beautiful plumage. Maybe if we put the three of you together, we make one decent parrot, because parrots are pretty smart, eh?
Well, I never.
How
Then you
big are
weren't
they again?
listening, because I just did.
They kind of tweet and hoot at each other.
How big are they again? Like
Stop.
just regular chick size?
They are each one is about the size of a grapefruit, so slightly larger.
Just, Gee, stop antagonizing
The
the
chicklets.
fairies.
I'm just gonna
Okay, I don't pick on them no more, eh?
I'm just gonna try to pick the little blue one up
Okay.
and just pop it on my shoulder if it'll allow. Like just because
He rests happily up there. Just kind of tweets and flutters around.
I'm used to this.
It's like, oh, this is quite nice. You make an excellent perch. I'll be able to spot various threats from up here. It's
Okay.
very good.
Richard is also just thinking slightly defense of them. It makes a little tiny bird nest,
All right.
little tiny nest.
So this
Whistles for them to jump up.
he hops up. He's nestles into the nest. He makes himself a little home. He's almost too comfortable, and you think you might see him drifting off a little bit on occasion.
I use one of my little twigs in the because I have full control over this. It's canonical now.
Yeah, it's full.
And he just kind of taps him on the head every few minutes.
just to poke him awake.
Yeah.
All right.
Just one of the small twigs.
All right. So the corruption appears to move a little bit.
I'm gonna use Eldritch Sight and see if there's any magical stuff with this goo.
Sure. And you just do Eldritch Sight. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Right? You just gain the power. grant me sight beyond sight. Okay.
Grant me power beyond power, sight beyond sight.
This is some ancient fucking references we're dropping here.
Thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Oh!
It's happening. All right. So you do that, and there is definitely some dark magics about this thing. It is a magical creature of some kind.
The goo that's in the ruins?
The goo.
So the goo's magic and possibly alive?
And it's like in this
I'm
stuff
gonna
right here?
It's in the ruins over here. It is here.
Where the peep is.
You mean like Mr. Squishy or Mr. Squishy Face? like that kind of happy, fun sort of guy, maybe hang out on the wall, sort of. Hey,
Not
did you
quite. So it does start to take a pink form, and it begins to move into this kind of chick-shaped object.
it's a
You're
giant
falling behind.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and kind of toss it into the goo. What that does?
You toss it in, and it begins to sink into it and devour the stone. And then it begins to lash out with pink tendrils and reach for Richard because he is the closest.
Oh no!
That was a mistake.
And we're going to do some combat stuff now.
Ooh.
Oh.
But first, this thing's going to take a swing at Richard.
Fantastic.
As we do.
Wait, can I do a... I saw this happening. Is there any way I can do a dexterity save to try and jump out of the way?
You know what? Sell me on it. Tell me a story of how Richard saves himself from this.
So Richard sees the pink peep immediately
Okay.
beginning to devour the stone. And so his leg immediately begins to grow out a bit to allow him to hop back a little further to avoid the
So
tendrils.
like some Neo Toribo stuff from Dragon Ball, you just extend your leg out and get away.
Yes.
I love it. All right, sure. Give me an athletics check or an acrobatics check, whichever you prefer.
Oh, thank God, you're letting me choose. Athletics.
All right. So,
I would have died if that was acrobatics.
all right. So yeah, it doesn't get you. It lashes out with these pseudopods, and you manage to extend your legs and get out of the way. So we'll move you back. And as you do this, it is revealed that there are more of these creatures around,
Oh no!
and they start emerging from bits of ruin.
There's never one peep.
No, they usually come in a
Always
pack.
Oh, that close. Shit.
Damn it all.
Put it right there. Yep. Where are my peeps at? All right, now.
Thank you for saying that. I both love and hate this soundboard.
All right, so let me see what you guys got for initiatives.
All right. That's the thing I have to roll.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, that's
That's a complete waste of a 20.
Hey.
Does this mean Guy gets to attack twice?
No, but he certainly gets to attack first.
I get to be useless first.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
That way, by the end of the round, no one remembers that I was useless.
You see, I
Man, I've been slipping up on initiative as of late.
don't you usually have? Who has the bad rolls all the time? Somebody always has a bad roll.
Oh, I always have bad rolls. Just not for
is our
initiative.
Yeah,
All
Pen is
right.
our initiative suicide victim. We just keep diving to the bottom of the charts.
All right, Guy, you're up first because
Oh, yeah.
these guys, don't have remarkable initiative. They are.
I was planning on being all heroic and helping everybody, and then one popped up just beside me. So I turned to it, and nobody likes bugs in their candy. So I cast Infestation.
All right.
So it has to make a con save.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. This blob doesn't have a remarkable constitution.
I'm not surprised. It takes 6 poison damage. I maxed out on the damage, and it is moved. It tries to stumble away and moves 5 feet west.
Okay. Well, it certainly does that. Then it kind of like oozes over these ruins. All right.
And then I will back off. I'm not staying this close to this foolishness.
All right. Well, you can, run away. All right. Next up, we've got
position.
Yeah, brave Sir Robin. Okay, Pan
We're
is
not
up.
retreating. We're not running away. We are advancing in reverse.
Yes, exactly. This is exactly what's happening.
I'm artillery. I'm not supposed to be at the front.
You're all artillery. Some of you are artillery with swords. Some of you are artillery with spells. There's things happening. Show me what you got, Pen.
Let's see. So this is magic goo. I guess honestly, I don't mean to, play the trope, but I think I'm going to take a step back here just to get a better vantage point, just a little step back. And I actually think I'm going to target this one right here with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And the bird on your shoulder says, "Destroy them. They make a mockery of our form."
Fair enough. And I'm just going to line
And he
that
gives
up.
he gives you a pep talk that gives you advantage.
Ooh. All right, let's see if this
Bardic birds.
Never mind. It didn't work. Give me 1 second. I think I'm just going to roll the D20 manually, make that a little bit easier.
All right.
So that's a 6 plus a 4. 5? I don't remember what my spell modifier is. Spell attack bonus is 6.
But you get an advantage. Roll again.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you get 2,
Dang, he's so inspiring.
right? This bird inspires you to be a better person.
So my highest is going to be the 12 plus whatever I got from the burrito.
+1.
+1 bonus to the burrito as well.
So 13.
All
to
right.
hit.
Closing ability. All right, I'm fixing your spell.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Non-spell. What? Nah. All right. So, anyways, 15 to hit. Yeah, that hits these things.
Okay. Then I think I already rolled the damage by accident. It does 5 force damage was my first roll.
All right, it takes 5 force damage. All right. There we go. I think I fixed it now. Okay, next up. Key 3.
I'm going to stab this thing with my sword
All right.
and try and slash, stab, poke, skewer. I will skewer it. That was the word.
Some kind of damage.
Food-related attack.
Wait.
That's not a food-related attack. It's
Skewer and or bake it.
Kebab.
Okay, that is
Kebabs.
that is a good hit on these creatures that don't have remarkable AC. You could basically close your eyes and swing at these. You would still have a good time with it. All right, so yeah, you cut into it, and I mean, it doesn't make any noise. It's basically goo. Like where you slash at it separates and then kind of oozes back together slowly. But you feel that you have done some form of damage to it. And your sword kind of you hear your sword in your mind like, ooh. These are disgusting creatures.
I
And we
bet
move.
they would be better if they were on fire.
It's not a bad idea. And then at that suggestion, your blade ignites.
Wow.
Oh! That's really cool. Why didn't you tell me you could do that before?
To be fair, you never asked. I fucking love this sword. Okay, now these things get their turn before we get to the bottom here with Richard.
Poor Richard.
Poor Richard. Blurp, 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 blurp.
Who knew that would be a terrifying sound someday?
The sound effects, this is the high-end quality stream you, is you get peat monster sound effects. Top shelf all the way.
Wow.
Exactly. Wow. All right. Pseudopods lashing out at Pen. How does that, what do I get for bonus on this? How does that 14 grab you, Pen?
That hits me.
Okay. So you take 8 bludgeoning damage as it whomps you with its pseudopod hands.
I accidentally clicked too many times and my health points went to 0.
and you fall unconscious. It was too much. And you take, oh good, that's not a whole lot, 9 acid damage
Ow.
from its touch.
I was going to say, weirdly enough, it comes in the form of heartburn.
Yeah. God damn it, Keith. Okay. All right, next one comes to swing at key 3. 14, key 3.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Pseudopod, 1 damage. Far too much damage. 14, 16
Ooh.
acid damage.
Hurt.
Ow.
You guys might want to back up. And Richard, Pseudopod lashes out at you. 10.
Oh, that just barely doesn't hit.
Okay. So you managed to dodge another pseudopod flying at you. And it's your turn. And the bird on your shoulder says, strike these things down. You are the champion of Titania. You have advantage.
All right. I'm also just going to close the nest a bit around it.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't go flying off when I swing my sword.
Oh, of course. He's firmly rooted.
All right. Just as long as we're...
He's like, I have a strong grip. I will be all right.
Yeah. I already have my short sword out.
Yeah. You pre-engaged.
Yeah. I'm just going to slash at it.
All right. Give it a good slash.
For my maximum amount of damage and an almost... Yeah.
That is a lot of hit on that one. And this one kind of like flattens out into a pile of multicolored goo.
You like unicorn vomit.
Yeah, like unicorn vomit. Almost exactly like that. And it kind of shimmers with sugar crystals. It just looks awful. Just like the least appetizing thing ever. All right, and we go back.
Your Eldritch Sight can see everything, but can they see why kids love the taste of peeps?
It was melted death peeps. Acid death peeps. It was either this or Shambling Mounds. Okay, now Shambling Mounds has a strong case. But anyways, next up, we got Key.
These things don't speak common. I'm a one-trick pony. Nobody want you when you got bugs in. Oh, Constitution save again.
Okay, well, that's 2.
Yeah, it takes 2.
Okay, well, it takes...
This time he moves east.
All
At least
right.
it's useful away from me. It's
I-
towards them, but it's away from me.
It's just like covered in bugs at this point. Like if you had, when the gumball falls out of the kid's mouth and like rolls down a hill, that's what this peep looks like now. It's just
And
like
you pick it up and
covered.
wipe off the half the kid can see. And there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. It's just got this film of insects wrapping around it now, slowly being dissolved. And we move into Pen's turn.
And I moved back to guard the portal.
Okay. The portal's closed, so
I'm guarding where the portal used to be.
okay, that's perfect.
Pen's reeling a little bit, just a little bit.
It's just like, ow! This is not fun. I don't like these.
And I can see there's two of them, so I'm gonna just real quickly, if I can, as a bonus action, just pick that little guy off my shoulder and just put him under my hat and be like, "It's about to get real cold. You're gonna need to."
He's like, oh, it's very warm up here.
And then I'm gonna take my my water skin and just pour it over my arms and cast Armor of Agathis at 2nd level.
Excellent.
So, and I can't move because they'll attack me. So I think that's
Isn't that the whole plan with Armor of Agathis, though?
That's what you do, right? You cast it and then run away and let everybody thump it. You got 10
most
extra
of the
hit points.
time, yeah. But I think this time I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm here, but I see that Kithri and them just finished that one off, so I'm gonna just hold off and just stand here, like brace for it.
All right, brace for impact.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. All right, next up we got Kithri.
Well, I will turn around and I will close it. Attack the one that's behind me.
Certainly.
I can't ping it for some reason.
That's okay. I think I know which one you mean.
Yeah.
One to the north of Penn.
Yeah.
Who has the third bird? Because there are 3 of them.
We
I'm
didn't
guessing
on
after
it.
what,
find
I assume
it.
that after what I said, it's not on me.
So Kithri, if it's not on Guy, Kithri, the third bird is going to come up to you and just like cheep at you to kind of go up on your shoulder,
I'll grab it and throw it on my shoulder.
and
Prepared.
he grants you his boon and gives you advantage on your attack.
All right.
This is what you get when you're nice, Guy.
That's
You're
what
not
I've
kidding.
heard, but nobody ever proved it to me.
All right, so Duelist's companion, with the blazing blade that has now been ignited for you, carves into this thing, and its flesh boils at the touch of your blade, and the parts that you have cut have browned and almost smell better, and you think they'd go with s'mores, but you feel you've done quite a bit of extra damage to this with that.
Time to get a little toasty.
Good one.
And I'm gonna stay where I am.
You're gonna stay where you are.
Yeah.
That is a bold move. All right,
May regret this.
the pips are coming, and they start slashing out at Penn first. Pseudopods coming your way, Penn. That is a lot.
Oh, no.
It's over 20, Penn. You're getting hit.
Okay.
So you take 3 bludgeoning damage,
Mm-hmm.
but you have your Armor of Agathis up, right?
Yep.
So as it strikes you, the pseudopod begins to freeze up and kind of gets stuck there, and you're able to avoid its acidic touch.
Now I want to go and freeze a peep to see what that actually looks like.
It's like a frozen marshmallow.
It looks like a smaller version of itself.
Colored.
Yeah, it doesn't really change that much.
Do they shrink?
Not really.
Well, okay.
Not a lot.
They're the candy corn of Easter. They're always there. They're ever present. Okay. So it freezes up, and you're able to avoid its massive acid damage, and it can't retrieve that tendril now, and it actually breaks off and falls to the ground.
Ooh.
And the next one comes out for Kithri. 14 again.
Yeah, that hits.
Bad dice. Okay. All right, that's 3 damage. And just hoping for the low numbers. Oh, that's not so bad. 6 acid damage.
Okay.
The excited person's okay.
She's gonna be fine. All right, and this last one, I don't know if he's gonna keep going for Guy. Guy's kind of gotten away and keeps covering him with bugs, but I mean, he's just a peep. It's closing in. He's gonna surround you. All right,
Playing the
and
angles.
back to the top of the round with Richard.
All right, I'm going to do something a little crazy.
Top of the round is me, isn't it?
I'm going to hop.
Oh, sorry, bottom of the round with Richard, and then top of the round with Guy.
I'm going to hop between the. Sorry, on the other side, between the two peeps that are attacking. That were attacking Pen.
Over here.
Yes. And then I'm just going to thrust my sword in the ground, pretty much cutting off a piece of my arm
Okay.
and taking a bit of string. And then I cast. Oh, wait, no, I don't need to do that. That was a mistake. Whoops. Anyways, it's been cut off. I cast Arms of Hadar.
Arms of Hadar.
Yeah, at level 2.
All right. So give me that flavor. What do these arms look like?
They look like giant tree roots ripping out
Excellent.
the ground from the sword,
Excellent.
wrapping around them. And the only way that they can escape is by making a strength save.
Oh, yeah, they. Okay, well, they can't really roll higher than 5, so.
There's no point then.
Am I in range of that?
Oh crap.
And also, so Pen, I guess you got to make
no,
that strength.
No, he's fine. I think he's
Okay.
fine.
He's okay.
All creatures within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, that's him.
I'm with
he
it.
is?
He's right here.
I am so sorry, Ben.
It's fine.
You
I
couldn't
have
see him through the
armor.
peeps.
Yeah.
Through my own strength.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do I a strength saving throw of what?
It's got to be higher than 13.
Let's see that strength saving throw. That's a 7.
You take 13 necrotic damage.
Whew, it's a
Oh,
good thing I'm
shit.
armored up. My armor shatters and falls to the ground, and I'm definitely reeling back a little bit from that one. I'm just
All right.
like it's
Oh, you're not reeling back. You're trapped in wood.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're like surrounded in like these vines. You're encased.
I'm just like, yep, this is about right.
You're encased in these necrotic vines. This
It's cozy.
dark nature. It's a lot like Richard gave you a hug, and
It is, but
but the bad kind of hug.
Including oh,
Like it's too tight and it lasts too long.
even then, on a successful save, you would have taken half the damage.
It's not
Still
good.
preferable, but yeah.
That's not great.
Because it does
All right.
3d6 necrotic damage.
Good God. All right. Well, the one next to Pen like sizzles and pops, and just like collapsed in by these vines, coating them in this thick, viscous rainbow fluid. And this last one is barely hanging on. But we go to the top of the round with Guy.
I got a healthy one over here. Anybody wants to help? One
Dying.
I can't move that far.
down there, and
But he's like, "No, you're good. You got this, Guy. We believe in you."
normally I like to do something different every time, but I don't got any different. Oh, this is gonna take forever. 2 times at a time.
You've got your that
This thing
other
can't Constitution save to save its life, though, so that's good.
It's-
You're always doing it.
Here's the best part: is it moves 1 point east, which means
Okay.
it can't actually get to me with its 20-foot movement.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, it can. It still can. Never mind.
It's getting
Never mind.
closer.
Ah,
If you bring it back to me, I swear.
I don't want it now. It's all covered in bugs. Who wants that?
Actually, had a player try to eat these once. Okay. All right. So after Guy, we go back to Pen.
So am I entangled, or was that just a one and done? Like,
It doesn't look like there's any ongoing effect.
You can't take any reactions until your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am I engaged with this one, or is it like I don't
It's
know.
close to you, but the other one's been primarily fighting Q3.
Okay.
Its back, for whatever counts for a back on these things, is to you.
Okay. Does that mean that I would get I forget what it's called when you're flanking. Would I get
Flanking bonus?
Yeah.
Well, flanking bonus is advantage, which you're already being granted by your bird,
'cause I have
cheerleader there.
if I'm not engaged, I'm going to use my movement to take a step back.
'Kay.
I'm not considering because I'm clutching at my ribs because that hurt.
You don't feel so good.
That crushed that last bit of whatever out of me. I'm gonna go way back here.
Just like run off.
I'm just
I
gonna
am
like
so sorry.
I'm just gonna back off and be like it's fine, and I'm just gonna like just shakily line up one more Eldritch Flash just to try to do a little bit of good for them. So, and I guess I'll do it, El Manuel.
Then myself is finally learning, eh?
Hey, I don't
Oh,
even
that
need
is a
to roll
crit.
that. So, yeah, I'll do that.
Roll twice as much damage as you normally would, sir.
Would I just click the button twice, or is there a button? For
That'll add your bonus. So
just do
one more D.
D10, right?
That's an attack.
Yeah.
Ah.
Actually, just go to the dice and hit 2d10.
Yeah, just 2d10 plus. Yeah.
Okay,
That was a
let's do
d20
that then.
rolled.
And then plus whatever. I don't know. So it's the
Eldritch
2d10 or
Blast.
13.
All right. 13. Okay, that one pops.
Now
I'm
I
just
also
gonna fall
need
back on the
electric
ground
to
for a
see what
second.
that does.
And your little bird friend is like, "You've done very well. You're an excellent champion."
He just rolls out of my hat.
He tumbles out, just like hops next to you, chirping and whistling. It's like, "I'm very tired. Please stop." And we go to Kithri.
I'm gonna. What is? I don't know what the distance is on a spell. I don't want to get anywhere close to this thing. Yeah. So I'll point my hand at the one remaining one and yell,
Okay.
"Time to cool off!" And I will cast Chill Touch.
Excellent.
Are you in range for that, though?
It's a 120-foot range.
Yeah, it's the worst spell name in D&D. It's called
Yeah,
Chill.
right. It's
Yeah.
called chill touch, but it's not actually a touch.
You're
In the
making a
title.
hand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep asking.
No, it's this is authentic D&D. All right, so you reach out and with your chilled touch, you lay out some necrotic damage onto it, and portions of it begin to rot and ooze away like a thick, viscous fluid just dripping off of it. And it takes a bit more damage, and it's a little bit more sluggish as it oozes down further towards Guy.
No,
Still determined to get him.
No.
Bloop.
Ah, shit.
How does 20 or 19 grab you?
That very nearly hits me twice.
Okay, well then, you take 2 bludgeoning damage, sir.
I ran away from that.
And then you take 9 acid damage
There it is. There's what I was waiting for.
as you are seared.
I feel like this is the only encounter I've ever been in where I'm not being damaged.
Yeah, you haven't taken anything yet. This is like Bizarro World. In the Feywild, Richard is a hero.
I'm just on the ground like, thanks, Richard.
So I'm gonna take a nap. All right. So now it's Richard's turn. Speaking of Richard,
Do I still have advantage?
your bird friend will grant you advantage if you choose to make an attack.
I'm going to do Eldritch Spear on the last one.
Very well. He tweets words of encouragement. and you throw an arcing spear that juts through this thing and sprays multicolored goo all over Guy.
Can I color the Eldritch Spear?
Sure, if you like.
It's kind of imagine a giant, once again, it's a giant branch kind of tree.
Right.
With little green fireflies dancing around. It's kind of in a circular, spiraling pattern.
Oh, that's beautiful. So this natural spear, this essence of nature, hurtles across the battlefield and lances this creature and sprays multicolored goo all over Guy as it just pops and like fades into this slime.
You know, it kind of worked with the outfit. Thank you.
And so now that you guys have gone out of combat, the birds emerge from their perches on you and kind of surround these creatures and kind of tweet and chirp at each other, and then they turn to you and they say, "These creatures came from the fountain. They are corrupted portions of the fountain's water."
So the bad guy, he's a candy maker?
Well, I'm not sure what would have caused them to take these forms. It's very unusual.
Ring, ring, it's the Candyman.
Ring, ring, it is the Candyman.
Well, I
This is
see
very
everybody except Woody over there. The rest of us are bleeding pretty bad. You want to take a little break, eh?
I'm
Yes,
on the
please.
ground still. I'm just like thumbs up from the ground.
Like, I'm okay.
I'm just gonna get to work growing a encampment for people and kind of like little tree hammocks for people to lie in.
say,
Considering I destroyed them so badly.
yeah, if we go over here, we can maybe use the runes as some cover, eh?
Sure can. You guys can take a short rest and take a couple hit dice for each hour that you rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get up and
Yeah.
work my way over that way.
All right. Just like slowly. And the whole time the little bird is next to you and he's just cheering you on. He like flaps and chirps at you. And he's like, "You can do it."
I'm gonna walk over to Penn and just pick him up and carry him to the ruins.
Okay.
Richard, you're so strong.
You have a soft touch.
Oh man.
All right.
That thing hit me right where the bugbear left the scar, right? Oh.
It's all bad news.
How?
Richard, you're made of wood, but so tender.
Is that a fire joke?
I love every part of it. Okay, so so you guys regroup. Go ahead and move yourselves to where you're going to end up settling down here.
Are we over here, I guess, by the...
Yeah.
I like this dirt pile. It looks soft.
This rubble. All right.
Take an hour.
All right. Does
What
anybody
does one have to do to regain spell slots?
usually a full rest, but for a short rest, you can regain a hit dice for every hour that you take. So how long do you guys want to take?
And warlocks get their spell slots back on short rests.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Mhm.
Oh, yes, because warlocks
That's the
have
best part with warlocks.
have so few spell slots.
Yeah, we only get 2 at this level, but we
It's
get
one
them
of the
every,
few
every 4
things-
hours.
Yeah, warlocks don't get a lot of spells, but most of the spells they get are doozies.
I need to rest. I need to rest.
How many hours are you going to take?
What's our hit die again? We're all the same, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
A
d8
D8.
plus
Plus
your
your
charisma, your constitution modifier. Sorry.
I'm gonna need at least 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, same here.
I can also I can stumble around and give the other 2 that have been hit some like medicine out of my healer's kit just to get them a little further along the way.
You sure could.
That would be
And-
appreciated.
And Guy, is your healing hands once per day, or
It is, and I think maybe we save it for when somebody go down later. I mean, this was the first thing we found when we come through the door.
All right.
So I'm gonna do. How are you? Yeah, you probably could use it too. It's not like I'm
Oh
sure.
no, I had the 1 hour's rest. I am fine. All I got left is this little tiny mark on my arm.
Okay, so I'll do
I
it to
got
keep
30
it.
out of 31, so I'm fine.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's 1d6 plus 4 plus our maximum number of hit die is 3 right now. 4.
Yeah.
4.
So it's 1d6 plus 7 total hit points that you'll get back from me
Oh, right.
bandaging you up.
Excellent. All right. While you guys are kind of resting, your little the chicklets 3 gather together, and they
The assorted chiclets.
yes, the assorted chiclets.
Yes, one of each color.
Yeah, absolutely. They produce for you a collection of small chocolate eggs, and they offer them up to you guys in a collection.
Oh, for sure, I'm all over that. And
These will help you regain your strength.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
I didn't really need it, but I already ate one.
All right. So for each one that you eat, and they are able to provide 3 for each of you, you regain a D12 of health.
Whoa!
I'm just gonna put my eggs away for when I inevitably
Yes.
get murdered. Especially if it's going to be I either get murdered because I roll terribly, or because my teammates kill me because I roll fantastically.
Or you kill your teammates. if the last battle was any indication of what happened.
Yes, I'm not using Arms of Hare like that again for a while.
So did we rest for 2 or 3 hours?
How long did you want to rest?
3 hours. I rolled
Yeah.
2 because I knew it'd be 2, but I didn't know if we rested the third.
Or you can rest for 3 hours.
Okay.
By the looks of Dawn's rolls, you probably want to rest another hour or two.
Well, you got these eggs now.
Yeah, you just pop an egg.
Yeah, but
No.
you know.
That sounded really weird.
Oh, now I feel a bit more like myself, ready to adventure on.
You have done very well. You are excellent champions. We
Thank
could
you.
not have defeated those mockeries without you.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop an egg too.
It's just like oh. I need it a lot.
This is a Monday.
this is a Monday for Penn. Yeah.
Feywild's too bright for my taste. I'm just
Yeah, no, it's very bright. It's very colorful.
Feywild is the only place Richard feels at home, so he doesn't know what the rest of you are having issues with.
He's just like, this place is great. Like, I'm having a wonderful time here.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
look over.
true, last time I was here, I was almost dying, but
Yeah,
potato, potato.
that was last time.
That happens almost everywhere you go.
Yeah, right. Like this is an ongoing problem. This is part of being Richard.
Yeah.
All right. So the chicklets say, now that we are rested, we should proceed east.
You know, every time I look at the three of you, I can't help thinking, are you starting to get worried? You know, you're almost big enough to eat, eh?
Oh no, we would taste terrible. We are not eating birds. We are warriors.
I'm gonna pick mine up and hold it a little closer. Just like,
A warrior bird, eh?
We are guardians.
And they have names. My grandfather always told me, if it has a name, you can't eat it.
You don't want to
we
know.
better be looking at Handy when we get home.
Andy's a name. All right. So are we going to progress? Are we going to press on?
Yeah.
See what horrors will be unleashed?
Let's go find this well we're supposed to be looking for, eh?
All right. So as you move on, past this enormous collapsed pillar,
I'm not
see
going
that-
by myself, you guys. Come on.
Stuff to the pillar.
past this enormous collapsed pillar, there's a kind of old, overgrown kind of flagstone walkway that leads up. And it leads it further into these ruins. You see surrounded by these pillars this beautiful shimmering fountain.
Look at that, all the heroes they are approaching, eh?
And the chicks, upon seeing this, are like, the fountain, but its waters appear pure.
I guess I'm just gonna look at mine on the corner and be like, should it not?
Well, with the corruption that we've seen, I was expecting something much worse.
Perhaps it's just disguising itself?
We should investigate. Also, I see no indication of the spring steed.
But that's a good thing, right? He's a guard, eh?
Yes.
I am going to see where we are right now, and I'm going to just be like, if you want to wait 1 second, I'd like to try something before we get too close.
Okay.
Richard takes a step back.
I am seriously hiding in this bush.
That is
Straight up hiding in the bush. Yeah.
That is right at 30 feet away. So I would like to pull out my little arcane focus and just get my mage hand out.
Okay.
And I would like to try to like cup just a little handful of the water out of the fountain and bring it over.
Okay. You reach out with your mage hand. You cup a little portion of the water. And you bring it over to you. But as you start moving it over to you, you hear like a horse whinny. And it echoes. It's very low and deep. And appearing, as if out of nowhere, a black blazing steed emerges with flames erupting from its mane and tail.
Richard is just going to look at it and go, guys, I think I found my familiar.
That is all yours.
It snorts fire and rears up, and then we take a break.
Perfect. Wow, that was quick. Holy cow. That was a fast hour.
Yes.
Oh, it's been an hour.
The first hour went by pretty quick.
I feel like we've gotten, well, we got a whole combat not out of the way, but you know.
Oh yeah, no, then this is, what are we going to do? What are we gonna do with this horse?
The peeps.
The minions.
The peeps.
The peeps of death. That was
They're
scary.
They're Slime's peeps. Look, they almost killed a lot of people. Don't even start with
That's what I'm saying. There was some fucked up peeps. Too many warlocks. Will the warlocks manage to catch Ponita and add it to their collection? Let's find out.
It's Ponyta. You're emphasizing all of the wrong syllables. Okay. Now then, when last we left our heroes, they had ventured into the Feywild under the counsel of the Chicklets 3 in an effort to find out what is corrupting the realm of spring in the Feywild. They've come across a fountain that appears to be uncorrupted, but upon trying to extract waters from this fountain, they have risen the ire of a Ponyta, but more accurately, it's almost a Rapidash, but more accurately, it appears to be a nightmare. A horse of pure black with a blazing mane and tail, and just flames erupting from its feet as well. And it has run out in front of you guys. And as it runs out in front of you, your birds all whisper to you, "It is the spring steed, but she is corrupted. You need to run."
Oh.
And we in initiative now.
Oh. Did I get that water to me?
Oh. That's a good question. I'm going to say that you still have your hand instantiated and you haven't gotten the water to you yet.
Okay.
And what happens in this will determine whether or not you get it.
All right.
I think that's fair.
That's fair. Dang, Dawn. With that 20.
She ready to go?
Yep.
All right. So, and then the spring steed. He's doing all right.
You said the chickens whispered that to them, so I'm like 20 feet away. I probably didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it.
Nope.
You didn't make friends.
No, I am crouched down, trying desperately to be a shrubbery.
Yeah, but you don't need anybody to tell you to hide.
Nope.
All right. So, at the top of the round is Kithri, and Kithri, the little chick on your shoulder, whispers to you, and she says, "We might be able to bring her to her senses, but we may need to get on her back."
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the advice to run,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do double speed. So, oh god, trying to.
Trying to find your person.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
There you-
I
okay.
scrolled away.
It happens all the time.
So I think that's, and then run away.
All right.
That's as far as my little halfling legs can go.
Just like, nope. Out of here. All right. And after Kithri goes, we go with Pen. And Pen, you receive the same message. The bird says, "We might be able to bring her to her senses, but we need to get on her back. Do you have any way to communicate with her?"
Communicate with her? Yes. I was like, can you give me like 2 seconds though?
Okay. But you
And
might want to move.
can I use like my action, I guess, of the turn to try to pull? I don't know where my mage hand is in all this.
It is between you and the found. It is behind the nightmare right now.
Can I pull it like around it, or is it gonna like stomp it out?
Give me an Arcana check to move it past this magical horse.
All right.
Give me your expertise with your magical hand.
Ooh, it popped me out. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Oh, you've been kicked right out.
I know. It's my own fault. All right, here we go. Arcana.
All right. You're able to move it past and get it up to you. So the
All
water is
right.
ripping out of this magical hand.
And I'm just going to say to the chick, what does this do? Can I drink it? Is it good? Like,
And he says, "I wouldn't do it. We still don't know what the condition of the well is."
Pen's gonna drink it, isn't he?
I don't know. Because it looks fine, right? But Penn is like at a point where he's kind of like, I really need this.
I start calling you the cat because curiosity killed you.
I'm
Soon. Won't be long now.
No, that doesn't bode well for Pen.
No.
okay. I'm gonna do this instead. I guess I'm going to just.
I'm just going to put like a sea of interesting things out in front of Penn one day. This is how I die. Okay, what have you got?
I'm just gonna take it as the mage hand and like just splash it over my like arms, just like on the outside, and I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm just gonna leave it there as future preparation. Then I'm gonna just move.
Okay, is any of it bearskin?
It's probably gonna soak through because I'm wearing I'm wearing leather armor, but I've also got just like a cloak and stuff. So it would definitely at least soak through and touch me.
Okay, so we're going to time release this. All right, what are you doing next?
I'm going to move to. Actually, I guess I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna try to reach out with my mind to the horse, I guess, because that's what the chick said to do. So I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, we're here to help. We were sent by these guys, Hi, I'm Penn."
You are trespassing in my realm.
trespassing in her realm. I'm just gonna tell the little.
I'm not trespassing. The
check
rest
on
of
the
you
shoulder.
are, but I'm not.
This is outside your jurisdiction, servant of
That-
Titania.
Really not what you said last time, but cool. We'll remember that for this time.
Okay, so yeah, I really don't think after doing all that I would have anything else I could do, would I?
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to say? Do you want to try and continue this conversation?
I'm just gonna be like, I used to be like, are you sure we're not on the same page here? Because like we might be of the same interest of you. I mean, we were sent by them, but we have no masters.
I will see you driven beneath my hooves, traitor.
I'm just gonna turn and be like, Richard, you're up. Nothing new.
All right, now it's the spring steeds go. You still have a movement pen before the spring steed goes.
That sounds like a warning.
It might be.
I'm
Oof.
Can I prep it? Can I do it as just like an action? Like I will have it set where if I see it start to move toward me, I'll move. Can that be? Or do you just go ahead and get it done?
Yeah, just move.
Okay. I'll just say that at that, I'm going to have said that to Richard. And just to keep it like, even, I'm going to move in this general direction. Not too far, but like close enough where we're still all together. Where's Key 3?
He's like
Oh.
ran over to these bushes over here.
The exact opposite of all together.
Yeah.
I took the advice to run.
Yes.
So charges forward, attempts to trample down Richard, and then flies up into the air over here.
Over me.
Yeah, like over the bush. Like it comes up towards the bush, and you're like, "Oh shit!" and then
Oh,
just
shit, oh, shit.
flies up over you. But Richard, you're going to take some trampling.
All right. I can't make any kind of save.
Not on this one because you are
All right.
way too low on the initiative compared to it. If you were a little bit closer, I'd say maybe you could move out of the way and stuff. But you're not
Reasonable.
quick enough for it. 11 though.
I take 11 damage.
No, 11 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
That hits you? Okay.
Yeah.
So on that 11, you are taking 7 bludgeoning damage.
Not nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it could be much worse, and it's going to get worse the longer you make it angry. Okay. So yeah, now it's flown up here, and it's your go.
Okay. It is too far away from me to reach it, isn't it?
It is flown up about 10 feet off the ground at this point where it's floating right now.
Yeah, I can't move over to get to it, can I?
What's your movement?
30.
Yeah, probably not. 1, 2,
You won't quite get there.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, you'd be just short of it. So you could try to position yourself to maybe get a better hold of it later. Does anybody have rope?
Oh, yeah. I always have rope. In fact, I was planning to just use animal handling and rope to get to it, but apparently that was not in your plan. Yeah, I've got like 10
by
pounds. of
initiative
rope.
roll. What you wouldn't give for one of those 18 initiative rolls you were getting the other day now, eh?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, it fell over and died. We win. Yay.
it's upside down.
Yeah, I can't do much more than get to about I'm just gonna get myself to about here.
Okay.
I think that's as good as I can get.
All right.
And I have to end my turn.
After that, we go to Guy.
It just above his head. He's panicked, more or less. He rolls over on his back and watches it fly away, and not thinking of anything else to do, he hauls out the wand of wonder, points it right up the tail, and let's see what the hell happens.
Okay. 62. So for 62,
Grass grows on the ground in a 60-foot radius. 10 feet, apparently
So
10 feet in the air.
it's even grassier. just like trickles down.
That makes sense. The stone went dark green on that one.
Yeah, no, it's that didn't go great for you. All right, so after that we go to Richard. Richard already went, so we're Richard Gee. All right, back to the top of the round with Key 3.
Okay, so it's flying up in the air right now.
Yeah, it's flying up in the air right now.
And just curious, what are these black circle things around the fountain? Are those
They're pillars. Yeah, they're
Okay.
pillars.
Okay.
So, what's going through Key 3's mind right now? What is she plotting?
Well, if it can get down on the ground, I might be able to get in close to it, but I'll move in a little closer.
Okay, you hear Duelist's friend speaking to you in your mind, and it says, "How nimble are you, Key 3?
Fairly nimble.
That fallen pillar. Perhaps we can vault off of it."
Aha. So I'll move here, and then I'm gonna try and run up and jump. So I guess because
Give me an athletics or an acrobatics, but I want you to flavor it for me. I want you to give me the Key 3's flying circus and show me how this goes.
So she'll run up and kind of the like super quick running and just fly into the air, like reaching out to grab onto the horse, the tail, legs, whatever she can grab.
Whatever she can latch onto.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh, that is a very low number. So, you gather up all of your energy and you make a running vault and you try to move across and you end up falling short and you actually land underneath it. And you tumble to the ground and you take 3 damage from the fall.
Okay.
And you are prone. But good effort, higher numbers.
Oh, that needs to be animated.
Yeah, that was rough. All right, next up, we got Penn again.
Okay, so my question here specifically, Pen's going to be looking around, thinking about what was just said, seeing what Key 3 did, and I'm going to look at this specific pillar. Is this kind of like up off the ground, but at an angle? Like
It's up, it's high up, so you could climb it, but it is straight up.
Oh, it's straight up.
Yeah.
How tall is it?
It is about 8 feet tall.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, I'm just gonna walk over here and try to shimmy up that, climb up.
All right.
that.
What skills do you use to shimmy up it? Give me skills or equipment. Give me a way that you do it.
Equipment. Well, is it made out of tree or is it made out of stone?
It is made out of stone.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say that I think I'm just gonna go straight up and, sink or swim. I'm gonna try to do just a dex-based climb, just athletics, I guess.
Okay, dex-based would be acrobatics.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Let's go acrobatics then,
all right.
and just see what happens.
What does? Oh, never mind. I'll tell you what it looks like. So you try to do that thing where you like run up a wall and you 2 steps and down you go. You're like, no, I don't, I'm still not feeling too great from the last time that this happened.
This is
We were
turning
attacked
into
by a
epic-
magical beast from the Feywild.
Turning into an epic fail parkour video.
All right, and it flies back down to its feet here, and it's kicking its hooves, and it starts looking at Richard. And that's its
Back down
turn.
on the ground.
Yeah, it went back to the ground. And it's staring you down, huffing gouts of smoke from its nose. And it's your turn.
This is a real question of, do I want to just extend my arm to wrap around him, or do I want to use some rope and do it that way?
Up to you, but I will need some kind of check either way to do it.
All right. I'm going to run and leap onto the horse,
Okay.
and I'm going to wrap my arm around the neck and my leg around the body of the horse.
The haunch.
Yes.
You're gonna wrap your legs around the haunch.
Oh no, just the one leg in a big
No.
circle.
Oh, just like all the way down down the flank and down around the leg,
Yes.
or just the one leg all the way around.
Just the one leg all the way around.
Okay, that's perfect. All right. So, how do you propose to do this? This horse
I
is
would
staring you
recommend
down.
doing it with a nature check, considering I'm nature. Or and also,
Describe how is it a nature check?
I describe it as being a nature check just for the wrapping around bit.
Nah, that's still your body. That's
I know. For the actual getting on bit,
yeah.
I recommend an athletics check for just kind of jumping on, because it's a big horse.
It is a big horse.
I
It
need
is a
a
very big horse.
good running leap to get onto the horse.
All right. Well, give me that athletics check. That's a good check. So you make the leap and you are able to find purchase to kind of grab your arm around this neck, and you swing up and you are on the back of the horse. Now give me a nature check to find grip. All right. So you have a pretty solid grip on it, and it
All right.
begins to kick violently back and forth. And
Can I
we
do
are
one last check, or
no, that's
all I
it.
can do?
That's all you've got right now. So
All
we're in full rodeo right now. And the bird is whispering in your ear. Good. You have to calm her down. Try to get her to see reason.
I can't.
And-
The turn is over.
Yeah, well, look,
Turn and
that's
look at the bird.
that's the advice that he gives you, and we're back to the top of the round with Kithri.
Shoot.
Oh, sorry, Guy. Sorry, I forgot about Guy in the tree.
It's all good. I just to clarify, I did not hear that we have to ride this horse to calm it down, right?
No.
Okay. In that case, no idea why Woody just jumped up on that horse. I will hold.
To be
I will hold. Oh no, I don't want to burn that.
There we go.
To be
I'm not going
perfectly
to hold
honest,
anything.
I
I
looked
am
up
going
the
to
horse
stay in my bush and hide even
Okay.
deeper. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. As my action, I will hold the action. If he's thrown off, I want to use my action to Necrotic Shroud.
Okay.
Turn into Evil Gee.
All right. So you necrotic shroud and turn into evil Guy.
Only if he's thrown off the horse. I'm holding
Only-
the action.
Okay.
Of turning
Oh,
into
so you're holding on until he gets thrown off the horse. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. And now it's Kithri.
kill.
Kithri at the top of the round.
I will stand up
Okay.
and then move.
Your sword
Here.
says that did not go as expected. Are you any good with animals?
Not so much, but I'll run up and tell Gee, we need to calm down the horse. Do something. And then I'll try singing to the horse.
Oh, this is so good.
Hey, horsey,
I love this.
it's time to calm down.
Okay, so are you doing this
Help
straight
you.
off in your regular voice, or are you doing it with a wakened mind?
I'll do with awakened mind.
Excellent.
Make
I
sure.
love it. Do me a performance check.
Okay.
This is so great. I never thought of this. I love it.
Ooh.
Oh, nailed it.
Oh my god. So the horse begins to slow as this soothing voice, this halfling singer is just, singing this soothing song to her. And she begins to slow and calm down a little bit. But she's still kicking, but it's definitely having an effect. Then we go into Penn.
So Penn was about 10, maybe 15 feet away from Richard when, would he have heard Richard's bird telling him that he's trying to calm it down? Or is that more of a...
Your bird is giving you the same advice.
Ah, Well, in that case, I'm going to see this here, key 3, and I'm just going to be like, well, and I'm going to step out into the open, and I'm going to just kind of tip my hat and do
The
a
bird
little-
is on top of your head.
I'm just going to pull out my arcane focus and get my mage hand out,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to just rub down the nose of the horse really gently.
Okay, it is still like kicking and moving around.
Well, with
So-
the mage hand. I'm not.
Oh, with the mage hand.
Yes, that's why I've got the mage hand to try.
Okay,
to
that's
do that rub.
that's pretty clever actually. Okay, so you're gonna do that rub with the mage hand. Give me an animal handling check.
Ooh, let's see. Where is?
It doesn't do worse, but it doesn't do a whole lot better. It's adequate. All right, so you begin to calm it down a little bit, and it actually takes to the sky with Richard on its back.
Do I have to make any sort of save to stay on?
You do, sir. I need you to make either a nature check or a strength athletics check, but sell me on the nature check if you're trying to tighten up your roots.
Saving throw or check?
Check.
Either way, I'm just gonna use an athletics to kind of hold on to the root that I've grown around the arm to kind of just. I'm holding my other arm in my hand,
All right, like a lasso.
like a lasso.
Yeah, excellent. All right, give me that juice. Oh, you stay on. You hold on tight as it begins to move around and try to throw you. And I want you to make it's fucking rodeo music now. I want you to make an animal handling check now.
Oh damn it! I hit it twice.
Yep.
Ignore the
That's
second
okay. You got 12, which is okay, but it's not quite there yet, and she's still resisting you, and she's still kind of moving back and forth.
one. All right. Am I still? Just let me know when it's time for.
You're still on. That 19 is going to hold you for a little bit here. All right,
All right.
we're back to Guy.
Oh wait, that was my turn as well.
Yeah, that was your turn. That was you did your stuff.
Man, that's not what I was planning to do.
I'm sorry, I had to hijack your character for a little bit because that's what you have to do to calm down the horse.
Man,
Sorry,
I was
did you
planning
have
to
another
Fey
plan?
Present. Yeah, Fey Presence, charm the horse.
You gonna charm the horse? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me that Fey presence.
All right, it's just has to make a saving DC of greater than 13.
Greater than
Okay.
13? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
give me that Fey presence.
It has to make a Wisdom save.
Okay. It gets 15 on its wisdom save.
Ah, damn it.
All right. So it's still able to resist you a little bit, but it's definitely a lot more calm than it was when we started. All right. Now it's Eastern.
That was my plan, not animal handling.
Very well.
Now that Key 3's told me that we're supposed to calm it down, I step out of the bushes because now I know what I'm supposed to do. Because Mom told me, and I cast suggestion. And,
All right.
Say, relax, my friend. We are your friend, eh? We are just here to talk.
All right.
That's a wisdom save, DC 14. 14.
All right. It gets 10. So it begins to slow and calm down some more. And it lands with Richard still on its back. And it's no longer clomping around. It's no longer fighting as rigorously as it was before. And those of you who still have an awakened mind connection to it hear it say, I'm sorry. I'm not fully in control of myself right now. I apologize. And it begins to rest and stop.
We're still in
At the end of
initiative.
the
Oh
encounter?
no, you're out initiative now. We're good.
Okay. I'm just going to unwrap my arm slightly and just pet it and go, There. Calm you down, you stupid horse.
Tell your friend I can understand everything he says.
Can I have an out of game moment and say if you do the Star Lord thing, like from Avengers, I'm gonna be so mad. It's like we finally get the horse calmed down and you like punch it in the face and we're just like,
No, God no, that's stupid. Star-Lord is stupid.
I guess I relay that to Richard at least. I know I'm just be like, it knows what you're saying.
He's gonna lean in and go, good.
So I
Still
guess
petting your
It gives you a notable glare.
So are we talking to the real steed of the spring now, or we still need a little help getting whatever the hell is in you out? You still look kind of dark.
Yes, I don't think my corruption can be purged. Again, the only people hearing this are the people using Awakened Mind. It can't speak common traditionally, so
Okay.
those of you who can hear its thoughts will have to relay these things. But it does let you know that it doesn't know that this corruption will be purged, but perhaps it can be controlled.
are you sure it can't be purged? Because we may or may not know of ways to get things out of other things.
What a bizarre way to put that. If you can perhaps help me, maybe I will take your assistance. But for now, there's something you should all see. And she asks that you all touch her.
I'm staying on the horse.
You're just staying on her
I'm
back
also-
the entire
I'm
time.
also, yes, I'm also just gonna go, hey, want to be my animal companion? Pat, pat, pat.
We'll talk about it.
Cautiously approach.
All right.
Touch, and I don't want to ask, but I feel like I have to on the honor system. How's my arms doing?
We shall see.
Oh,
They're okay for now.
okay. I touched the
Yeah.
horse.
All right.
I'll put a hand on the horse.
Okay.
Now,
Yep.
damning
You
trial.
gotta touch the horse.
All right. So with that, you shift into the ethereal plane. And the same scene, but a lot of it looks very different. And there's this black, like, shroud oozing out of the fountain and corrupting the land around it.
I see. You keep it here where the tourists can't see it. That's really smart, eh?
Yes, this is the true fountain.
Penn's got a headache because we did a planar shift.
Yes,
So-
sorry. This planar shift after planar shift. You're bound to,
You're gonna be
feel a little
vomiting
bit.
from migraine pain.
yeah, a lot.
I say this from experience.
So, well, I don't even-
Does this look similar to the ooze we ran into already?
Vaguely.
less edible, I assume. So I guess I ask the horse mentally, what do we even do about that? Is it coming from the fountain? Is it coming from an outside source?
It's coming from the fountain. Something has befouled it. Do you have any sources of pure water?
Hey, peeps, you're from here. You know where we could find some pure water?
Oh, goodness. They all get up and they try to approach it, but not go too close. And they take a look at it and they kind of confer. And they're like, there are some places that we can go, but they are very long journeys.
Going to
But they do anything before that?
do any of us carry? I carry that little like water skin for flavor, but I don't know if I'm
Didn't you guys have a necklace
I
that had
carry
some pure
water.
water in it?
Yeah, but I said that we left
left.
the stuff.
Oh,
You
that
left
was.
that behind
I just
too?
had that realization. I was like, it's in my party fun notes.
Shit.
Ah,
I still have my water skin, and I'm constantly refilling it because I'm made of tree.
Wait.
We also
Can we just maybe squeeze the big wooden guy until some fresh water come out?
I was actually about to suggest that.
And the birds all get together. They're like, trees are filters.
are we gonna throw Richard in the fountain?
I'm just going to walk over, like change my packed weapon to a small dagger
Okay.
and go pass me some water. I just stab my hand and start chugging water, putting my hand out over the fountain.
All right. They say, well, you might have to dip your whole arm.
That works too.
We can put him all the way in if necessary.
So if you dip your whole arm in and
Cannonball.
try to absorb the water through your arm should filter out the befouling substance and purify the water.
Stuck with the befouling substance in me.
Yeah, won't it
Yes,
be
but you
enriched?
can remove your arm and regrow it, can you not, servant of Titania?
Yeah, to a point. And then Richard is very much kind of, if you disease a tree at the roots, it's going to not survive. But he's already shoved his hand into the fountain.
So
As he's saying,
he's ready to do this anyway. All right,
God damn it.
Richard,
I hate doing it this way.
make some constitution checks for me.
How
want
many?
I want you to make 3.
That's 2.
Ooh.
That's 3.
All right. So you're able to purify the waters, and you can feel this malevolence, this black malevolence creeping up your arm.
How much damage am I taking? And can I throw up while I'm doing it?
You can absolutely throw up. Throwing up is a free action. You can do that as much as you want. You
Cool.
are taking you're taking 16 necrotic damage.
Oh, that kills me.
Okay. So you pass out.
Healing
Ah.
hand.
I'm just vomiting blood and the weird chlorophyll substance that's in my blood.
Excellent.
Spare the dying and healing.
And the birds are like, we need to get his arm off now.
Oh, I'm on it. I've got an axe.
Oh no! How much does healing hands do? Equal to your level.
I would have spared
4.
the dying you, and then he would have healing hands to you. So.
Yeah. So you would have been fine either way.
All right.
But-
How much do I have left?
4.
I mean, at this 4. Cool.
Assuming you were at 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever
I was
it blows.
exactly at 0.
Yeah.
I was at 0. And
Okay.
so the birds are saying we have to chop off my arm now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to immediately change my packed weapon once again into a great axe.
Okay.
And just hand it off to who has the best strength stat?
Oh, good question.
Pen was already standing over you with
I
his
was
hand.
ready to
axe.
axe your arm off. It's got something necrotic in it, so like
He's just like toy.
Yeah,
going
but
in the
I want someone that I know will be able to get it in less than 5 hits. Cutting down a tree is not comfortable.
is it a whole? It's just your arm, and this is a great axe. Like one swing, even just letting it drop should
Have
probably.
you ever cut down a tree made of person?
I could honestly say no.
And you
I'm just
hear
gonna say
echoing
Gator
through the
Pen,
fo-
'cause
go-
the great axe is the size of me.
You hear echoing through the forest, leap! And coming, slamming down from the sky, is an enormous white rabbit wearing black armor, carrying a great axe, comes crashing down, and his axe severs Richard's arm from his body.
He's going to
There you
vomit
go.
more blood and chlorophyll substance.
That is a hair of action there, eh? That's how you do it. No talking. Just done, eh?
Never fear, the hair of spring is here.
It is good to see you. Your Orseer is still a little crazy, eh?
Oh, spring steed, what have they done to you?
It wasn't us.
Can I take a moment and just eat all of my chocolate?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it just
Just curled up with one hand next to the fountain, down in
Eat
chocolate
both, right?
eggs.
I'm just gonna pat him on the arm and be like, "It's okay, Richard. It happens to all of us," and just kind of like squeeze him a little bit.
So the
3d12s?
this rabbit speaks to the steed for a little while,
I'm
and
just going to
kinda,
assume it's 3d12s.
yeah, it's 3d12s if you want to eat them.
Oh, awesome! I'm back to full health.
I'm better already. And he kind of rubs the horse and makes him feel better.
With one extra that I can't do anything about.
Says, "Thank you so much. Thanks to your compatriots, I was knocked out of the corruption that was fogging my mind, and I see you guys have helped purify the well."
Yes, and as I said, I'm gonna reach down and grab whatever remains of Richard's other arm. and
Richard
just
has already put his arm down on it and go. His newly grown arm.
Oh no, your arm is still growing. It's taking a while.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna
his
need
actual
at least
arm.
a day.
Yeah, with his actual arm, he just.
Okay.
This is mine. Don't even fucking think about it.
I'm just going to turn off and go look at the rabbit. Then I suppose.
He's going to compost it in his bed, reabsorb the nutrient.
No, I'm going to put this into a jar and let it never touch the soil.
That's probably a safe bet. So he
I
says,
don't want an evil version of me to grow out of it. I've
it's
read enough
like
books to know what
There's an,
happens.
you're getting to know me.
there's an evil version of you. This is the good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is the morally neutral one.
And so a couple things happened at this point. The spring hare, he decrees that you all deserve a reward for your service, for your helpful service, and he commends the 3 chicklets for aiding you. And he does provide for you guys a cloak. And it is a cloak of levitation.
How much does it levitate you?
It allows you to hover 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And
Richard
it adds
wants to
another
steal
10 feet to your movement.
Ooh. Even if you're not levitating.
Well, I mean, while you're levitating, of course.
Okay.
Because you can just...
Wait, is the horse on the table to bring back with us?
Actually, he does get to that. He says, "Until the corruption is removed from the spring steed, I would like you to take care of her. She would make a fine draft horse."
We could fix that quickly, but we can do that later when we get home.
You want us to use the spirit of spring to pull a cart full of wood?
One of the spirits of spring. And of course, she could aid you. Her ability to shift between planes will be very helpful in your adventures, I'm sure.
Immediately hopping on the horse.
She flares her mane and her tail up a bit and says, "I would prefer if you do not ride me directly." But of course, it just comes out as a whinny to you.
I'm just going to give her a very solid pat and just kind of go and try to communicate a feeling of kindness.
Okay. Just to try and push those emotions forward.
Yeah. I don't
All
have
right.
a awakened mind or anything like that, so I
No,
can't
you don't. You can't communicate with her directly.
No.
And while you're on this horse, actually Titania appears from the woods. She says, "My champion."
And then this
Been
is when
so
I hop
long.
off the horse and kneel.
Oh yeah, full on.
Yeah.
And she comes up and she says, "Such a noble sacrifice for the realm again. You never disappoint."
I try not to, my lady.
Well, I am most pleased with your efforts. Then I believe you deserve a gift. And she touches her hand to the stump of your arm. And you just feel a small amount of her power transfer there. And she says, "You will see when it regrows. But the forces blocking me from you have been removed from your new place of residence. And you'll be seeing more of me now. I will have more missions for you soon."
I would wish nothing more, my lady.
Until then, I will take my leave. Have fun with your friends.
I shall.
Spring Hare, always a pleasure. And he says, my lady. And then she takes off back into the woods, vanishing into the trees.
Did the rest of us see that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You saw his patron come out and bestow a gift on him for his heroic sacrifice.
See the part where he hit me?
He just says that quietly as she walks away.
I'm just going to walk over to Penn, slap him ever so slightly. Shut up.
With your little arm.
Oh yes, no, the little arm.
Yeah,
It's nothing more than like a green vine at this point.
Yeah. It's like a noodle.
It's like hitting him with a whip that you're not putting very much effort into.
I love every part of this. Okay.
Just gonna be full on, just like no words, just sass, just looks, just like.
Just ongoing. All right.
So that's the lady that gives you wood, eh?
Really not how I would have phrased it, but basically.
Nice.
Okay. I did not expect to see her here. I thought, almost that she wasn't I thought that maybe you. Never mind. We talk about it some other time, eh?
All right. So the Spring Hare does bestow each of you with 20 very unusually light gold coins.
Are these
Unusually.
negative gold pieces?
No, these are chocolate gold pieces. Each one just bestows 1 temporary hit points when eaten.
How many each did we get?
20.
20.
Gonna write that down right now. 20 chocolate gold coins. Damn you, computer, for being this far away from me.
All right.
This has been a very giving campaign. We got exactly what
Oh,
we
no,
as
look,
Warlocks needed.
This is what the holiday stuff is all about. I give you some light stuff, and then you get prizes.
Here's a month's worth of healing.
I almost kill you with peeps. It's all good fun. This is what the holidays is all about. So the Spring Steed offers to take you guys back to your realm.
That would be appreciated.
Be very nice. Are you coming with us? Is he coming with us?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we have to talk to.
You mean
Yeah,
she?
you have to basically communicate it back and forth.
I guess it flew right over me. I know it was
Yeah.
she. Right?
Oh yeah, no.
She says she's coming with us, and I was like, but before that, and I'm just gonna real quickly walk over to the fountain and just like, take a sip.
All right.
What happens?
You regain a 2d8's worth of hit points.
Woo! I'll take it.
And that's just from a sip. Imagine what you could get from bathing in it.
I was just going to say Richard dives in.
He just
Well-
swims around.
Despite my salt with Richard right now, I'm gonna be like, you could probably put this water in something, Richard.
I'm just gonna fill my water skin.
All right.
Also, right now I just have a vine for an arm, and my health is fully healed. So
You're okay. You got your healing done.
Yeah.
All right. So if who's getting this cloak?
I assumed Key3 would hold it until we got back, but that's just
E3 is very happy to hold on to it long term.
I was just gonna say,
Look,
so
a floating
sort of-
halfling is
sort of on
nothing
your
to
shoulders,
sneeze at.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Richard would quite enjoy it, mostly just for the fact of intimidation and adding to his fairy presence.
Right, but would Richard like being disconnected from the soil that much?
That is also a good point.
as they're having this discussion, I'm like, we have a lot of things back home. Maybe we should go sit down for dinner once we get back somewhere, have everything
Sort out
out on the
something.
table and see what works best for who. And so that everything's kind of evenly. I was like, of course, that's standing on what our loot keeper believes would be best.
All right.
I'm also just going to And once we sit down for dinner, I'll also tell you all the details of my sordid past. Because I'm sure you have questions.
I had questions before today, but now I have more.
I have additional questions.
Exactly.
I just want your previous arm, but we can talk about that later.
I'm gonna get that arm.
I just realized he's got the first two steps of an entire corpse. He's now got a hand and an arm. If he can talk.
That arm still has a hand on it.
His pen is building a friend. Like,
Don't think that wasn't.
This is
something
all for when
crossed
Richard
my
dies.
yeah,
Just make
Richard-
him Richard.
Richard 2.0, be the best friend I ever had. All right,
mind. Build him
So-
better.
she says. She communicates to you guys. She says, "I don't wish to be called the Spring Steed. I understand that it is common that when a group takes a horse in your world, in your realm, that you name it. What would be the name that you would give me?"
And only Kithri and I hear this.
Yep.
And I'm gonna turn to Kithri and be like, "Are we sure we want to get them in on this part?"
Outside of this, Richard is already thinking names for the horse.
And I imagine Richard will have his own name for the horse regardless. Like
He's just going to pet her. Good girl, Veronica.
I don't know if we should let Guy name her. Or maybe.
I mean, I named my last.
Does that mean she's coming with? Nobody still told me.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
coming with us, definitely.
And she's staying at the keep?
Mm-hmm. Theoretically, I don't know if she travels between dimensions or so.
We're getting quite the collection, eh?
she says, "I can shift between the prime material plane and the astral plane."
Ooh.
She's a fey horse. Richard is all over this.
All right. So, I don't know. Do we? I'm just gonna say to Keither, do we want to wait on this too, and maybe do this as a team thing when we get back? Like, I'm having this conversation with my head.
Yeah, back and forth.
And
I
Richard
mean-
continues to call her Veronica. And he's going to introduce her to Michael, his gargoyle, later.
Veronica and Michael.
I don't know why these names are the names that I've chosen.
No, this is great. I love every part of it.
Do we hear Richard calling the horse?
I imagine
Veronica?
he's just whispering it slowly as he caresses her.
Oh man.
Oh, dang it. I'm just suddenly remembering Borderlands 2, the Sultan Dragon Keep. It's just pet the horse. See if the horse likes it. Roll. She loves it.
I want to go over to the March Hare for a second.
Yep.
You said our companion, our friend there, they were successful. They are all okay?
Yes, they all survived.
I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, but thank you for the information.
No problem. You have proven a great assistance to me in my realm. Your order is always welcome here.
Yeah, one more ally. That's a good thing, eh?
Indeed.
I'm going to.
I imagine Penn is just about to slip in and go, here's our card.
Well, you're close, not quite though. I'm as I see him doing this and having this conversation, I'm going to slip on over with my scholars pack and just be pulling out a slip, and I'm just going to be like, well, if you're ever in the prime material plane, here is 20% off your next mugging by Team Growl if and when you run into them.
Thank you for that. I'll be quite busy. The spring is upon us, and I must take care of the transition.
Of course.
Once it is over, certainly. Kind of tucks
I'll-
away.
So how do we go about fixing the horse, eh?
Well,
'Cause
I
I can
imagine
talk to
she'll
this Hare.
she'll help you figure it out. She seems to be quite fond of you, all of you.
We have an exorcism spell, Guy. Like we can at least try that and see if that works.
If that's the problem, for sure. It sounds like maybe she needs just some hard work and some time in the prime material.
Maybe so.
All right.
Either way, she's broken. The keep is the perfect place for broken thing, Broken thing, broken people, broken creature.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sure William will be excited.
William's going to love this. And Melissa. They're both going to be crazy about it.
All right. So I'm gonna just walk on over to the horse like I'm ready to go.
All right.
If nothing else, we got the great logo for the beer those two are going to make us, Flaming Horse beer.
Nightmare beer. Or Rapidash beer. Or Pawnee, whatever fucking weird way you emphasize it.
I don't know how to pronounce it anymore.
Anyways, have we thought of the name for the horse?
How about Lady Bella?
Lady Bella.
Good girl, Veronica.
Regardless, he's going to call her Veronica. That's fine. I like it better that way.
Lady Bella it is, That's what we are hoping at the very least she turn into,
She responds with, I like that name. I will be Lady Bella then.
And then I'm just going to turn, you'll always be Veronica. I bet she has some mixed feelings about Richard.
She does. She does. She doesn't hate Richard, but she's like, dude, space.
Ambivalent horse face. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to give her a lot of space later on, just not yet.
All right. So she asks that you all touch her hide again, and she will. And she's warm to the touch, almost like warm embers. And she shifts you out
It's a
of this
miracle
plane.
Richard didn't catch fire.
Oh no! Look, if you made her a little bit angrier, you might have. She shifts out of this plane and into the keep, and you arrive at the center of the keep with her. And it is nighttime now. And she brings you all to the center of the keep, and you notice there's a bit of a buzz of activity happening right now. The mage tower is surrounded by goblins, each of them in armor with weapons drawn. And there is a swirling portal on the mage tower that has appeared to have ripped open. Tommy is there along with what appears to be a gnome bard wearing kind of a suit and fedora.
Does he
And
typically say, my lady?
No, he does not.
Thank God.
And they are preparing to fight whatever creatures come out of this tower.
Well, that's a quite immediate and now thing.
And for a moment, you guys flash out of the prime material plane and into the ethereal plane. And you see a completely different Avalon Knights Academy. You can see the people surrounding the mage tower, but only whispers of them, shadows like they're ghosts.
Kind of like them being mists.
But you can see other people who look more corporeal walking about the grounds, dressed as adventurers, moving about the keep. And the mage tower, next to the shadow of this yawning portal that was spitting out monsters not moments ago, there is a gateway. And we will end there today.
Nice. But just a quick question to clarify so I know what I'm thinking about for the next week. Gateway as in something that can be closed?
Like an entrance into the tower.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
In that case, thanks everybody. That was another great session.
Looks like the Warlocks caught the Pokemon after all. But can they catch them all? Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Too many Warlocks.
Excellent.
Oh man,
Gotta catch him, you're my best friend.
You earned that.
Oh man, we're never gonna get to sort all this shit out.
Oh, no.
I've been trying to for 2 weeks.
Okay, and this isn't going to be an immediate thing. You guys can take a break after this, and we'll have a light session on the next session. This doesn't have to be immediately rush into the tower and take care of stuff.
Are we
This
still
is going to
live?
simmer light.
Or so.
Just get a bigger stick and just keep beating. Just keep beating.
Because it occurred to me today that I'm running these warlocks ragged. Like the lightest session was like the post-William session.
I love it. I'm totally
Yeah.
happy continuing down that path of just, hey, run and gun. Like we've got to
Well-
do more. I just need 5 minutes to decide what staff I can take. Like,
I need like a day to regrow an arm.
You guys
That's
got a
fair.
lot of catching up to do. You got to catch up to our enemy count here. So
Well, and that's the thing. They're arriving back at a different time than you guys did because they
Mhm.
were in the Feywild longer than you were.
oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
oh man.
You see, it's all connected.
We did not see them when we came back, right? There was no sign of mom.
No sign of Teen Mom when you got back. Teen Mom. No sign of Teen Mom either.
Which
Oh,
is
boy.
weird because they had already saved the arch. Or
Right,
the-
but they left shortly after saving the Deep Hare in their campaign.
oh, so they got back before us.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then the
Yeah,
deeper came and visited you guys after we.
Mhm.
It moves
Yes.
slowly in the other world. See, I like Veronica too, slash the other name that we gave her, which I totally need to remember right
Lady
now.
Bell?
Lady
Lady
Bella.
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 Lady Bella.
Lady Bella. And there it is written down. Excellent.
Beautiful
Thank
lady.
you so much for joining me on this
Excellent.
Easter episode, guys.
Oh, it was a blast. Thank you.
Anyone
Thank
have
you so much.
projects? Anything going on this week?
Plug your stuff.
We will actually have 2 videos out this week. Did not run into editing issues. So you can check that out at Roll for Initiative.
Excellent.
I know I just released my first episode of Risk of Rain 2. I intend to continue playing that and releasing episodes on that. And I may do Soma, but I haven't decided. I'm a baby when it comes to horror. So
All right. Well,
And
thank you, everyone. Oh, wait, you got one, Guy?
I was just going to say there's going to be one new video coming out this week, staying with the same theme as I've been working all along. This is how to create interesting backstories and how to break your character in new fun ways.
Excellent.
So another light one.
Nice.
Yeah, keep it easy. Just psychologically damaging your characters. Hey, all right.
Yeah, that's I generally do that through gameplay, but we'll see
I
how it
know.
goes.
Oh.
Met Key,
That
right?
way you get this side effect of traumatizing real people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Be sure to give us that follow if you haven't yet. Also,
Check us out on Discord
Check us out on
and
Discord.
on our Facebook. And we have episodes on SoundCloud now. So if you ever want to catch up on our episodes, feel free to take a look.
If you want to catch up audio style, just throw that a little bit easier to catch up. And hey, like
Download,
I said,
listen to it in the car.
Yeah,
Or
throw it on 1.5 speed too, because it's,
yeah, a little faster. For people on the go.
get caught up good.
For the
Best
hungry
thing-
consumer on the go.
Exactly.
Tamarick over here is too kind to us.
Cat Temric is far too kind.
Stay tuned for the raid. We're gonna raid some fellow D&D folks. I gotta look and see who's playing, but we'll jump on that.
Excellent.
And stop in Wednesday if you want to see. Well, are we going this Wednesday?
Yeah, we're going this Wednesday.
All right.
I
Stop
no longer have other things going on. We will conclude.
If you want to see whether Teddy Roosevelt falls to the German Empire,
Yeah, no, it's going to happen because I will fund your downfall.
and see what happens next time on Too Many Warlocks.
Too many warlocks. And class dismissed.